let's just go ahead and get this show started. Spike, if you want to count me down.
Sure, let's get you started. This week we all know how far behind I am. Let's get you started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Bring him over. All right, so before we get started, my name's Supreme. I've got Spike Vegeta on commentary. I'm getting to this right away because it happens pretty quick. I'm going to be donating $5 a piece for every wrong warp I get first try. The first one's coming up in the next level. And if you can donate 1, 2, 3, if you can match me in some way for every wrong warp I get first try, I think we can get this off with a pretty good start. How does that sound, guys? Sound good?
Dude, I will match on that as well. Again, guys, we are raising money here to try to get 3 awesome Mega Man runners and just great speedrunners in general in Becco, Ohan, and Prizzy over for AGDQ, the Mega Man Relay. All right, so here's the first wrong warp right here. Wrong warps are very weird in this game, and it's effectively, the way we describe it is black magic. We're going to try to clash these beetles, and let's see if we got it or not.
That's
Beautiful
one.
stuff there.
That's one.
One down. All right, that's $5. Again, if anybody wants to join us for any denomination, maybe you give $1, maybe you're rocking a little more, do $10 even. Again, there are 8 of those in the run that Supreme will be going for. Hopefully we go 8 for 8 tonight.
I would love it if I went 8 for 8 tonight. It meant the run went probably pretty well. All right, we're going to try something called Luckjaw here.
Good luck.
Got it!
Heck yeah, all right.
So that jump right there is really tricky. We call it Luckjaw because it's quote-unquote luck-based. It's really not. All you have to do is fall down that really narrow shaft. Ooh, going the wrong way. Map error. Fall down the shaft without touching one of the walls. And then jump when you get to the edge. Hello? Uh-oh. Come on, get your Diddy under control. So, pretty difficult to try and spin down that shaft without touching a wall. But we did it. All right.
So these first 2 worlds that Supreme's going through. Oh, actually, no, we're about to go. Everyone get your guesses in. How many fakes are we going to see tonight?
How many fakes?
There's the first 2 eggs are guaranteed, but after that, the 3rd and 4th eggs are 50-50 shots each time. So Supreme's trying to optimize hitting these eggs as far over on the left side of the screen as possible and then push him back towards. So I'm going 1 fake. 1 fake for bringing him over 3.
Got some bad news for you.
Poop. I should have guessed 3.
Oh, why did I put you there, bird? Okay.
Okay, is it 3 for bringing him over 3?
No. Oh boy.
Nice moving around him though.
Woo! I think that was 4.
4, yeah, you got, 2 fakes real, 2 fakes real. That's honestly probably some of the worst marathon luck I've seen for it. Again, that's one of the biggest points of RNG in the entire run, though, hopefully. It's not a ton of RNG in this run, but yeah, that's an early one you got to deal with. Going for another wrong warp here.
I thought I'd messed it up. I thought they were too far apart to clash. I should be good, though.
Yeah,
yep.
There's a lot of weird stuff where basically you'll see Diddy or Dixie with invisible barrels in their hand or in their hair respectively, and
too low.
Supreme is basically trying to make a fake barrel, an invisible barrel. On the recoil. I
thought I might have had it, but I was too low.
That's so wrong warps will be all over this run. The rest of the first 2 worlds are relatively straightforward. The devs built in warps that just skip you past a lot of these early worlds just to get to the meatier part of the run faster.
All right, get your guitars out. Get ready to jam out. We have an unskippable target hit here, or target
break.
break.
Only one in the game.
Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully this is the only time we see us rock out. Every time he might mess it up, it costs him about 3 seconds with Dixie, and more like, I think like 6 with Diddy.
Yeah, Diddy rap is awful. That's why if you see me finish a boss with Diddy, which will happen probably once in this run, intentionally, I will switch to Dixie because it's faster to do that.
Yeah, he wants to end all 6 of the bosses with Dixie. Well, the last one doesn't matter, but...
Get off the balloon!
But yeah, there are these developer-intended warp barrels just in the levels that he'll be utilizing just to go straight to the end. Again, some of those wrong warps and other tricks that you see Supreme going for, just speeding those up just a little bit.
All right, so I'm not doing Lava Fly, so this is probably a good time if there's any opening donations. Cleaver's not that interesting without Lava Fly.
I do believe I have a 1 coming in here. Just a sec. There we go. We do have a donation from ASDF AEOU.
My boy Fade.
For $50. Says, I'm excited to make some memories at GDQ.
Right.
More than happy to help as many as possible. Do the same.
Cannonball?
Alright, cannonball number 3. Hello?
I guess I'm just gonna die. That was
It must have somehow glitched it out.
that was new. I've never seen that before. All right, that's an unfortunate time loss.
We're giving y'all more time to get in here, get your donations in. Yeah. Cleavers, we got to get in 6 hits. There's 2 phases, each of them back and forth with each of the cannonballs. There actually is a little bit of randomness in this fight about just where the cannonballs will spawn. You'll see Supreme try to make sure that Cleaver's going to get close enough and then just hit him. A little bit unfortunate on that last one. Was able to snipe him right there on the 3rd hit. This is normally where you would go for Lava Fly, a terrifying strat.
It is like 4 seconds time save and a minute time loss if you die.
Yep. So the class you got to go for it in speedrunning. After the 4th hit, though, he's going to want to sandbag a little bit because it actually takes a while for the 5th and 6th cannonballs to get in place. So you'll see Supreme not exactly moving like super fast on these hooks.
Yeah, by kind of going over to the edge and kind of drawing him out over there, it gives enough time for the cannonball to fall down. Well, that was unfortunate, but what can you do?
Marathon runs, it happens.
Yep.
I've never seen that before. That's crazy.
All right, now it's time for real game, but yeah, go ahead and get it in real quick.
I got a couple to sneak in here real quick. Walrus Prime donated $50.
Yo,
Is it too early to donate for my boy Don? And then I got one more from Lookin' Toad donated $75. Good luck to all runners and see you guys at GDQ for the relay. Thank you for the donations, guys. Very nice.
That was weird. All right, we're just
So
gonna-
here, Supreme's rocking Rambi. Rambi got a huge buff from his clunky as heck DKC 1 days. You can actually charge up a dash with him, and then you can just like go real fast across the area. See him charging up right here. And you can jump out of them and maintain all that momentum to skip over a lot of these slow cycling moving barrels. And now we got Supreme going for another shot here. You're going to see him throw Dixie up into one of the barrels. That right there doesn't actually save time. However, by doing that, that actually stores a super jump. So you'll see him take damage here with Diddy, and then that's going to shoot him way up in the air with Dixie, and he'll put on this swamp fly where he completely skips over this barrel, saving him 4 seconds. Beautifully executed right there by Supreme.
Thank you. Hey, it's a fun level, guys. If you have epilepsy, I do feel like I have to warn you. There might be some screen flashes. Hopefully, if I play well, there's not too many.
Yeah, this is the only straight up water level in the run. And it's one of those, I don't know, Supreme, this is one of those I know on DKCSpeedruns.com. It's ranked as a 10 out of 10 difficulty.
Well, yeah,
why is that?
Water levels in DKC games are notorious to optimize, and you've seen me kind of do it a few times here. If I hit a corner, if I hit a wall, you lose all your momentum, and you slow down a lot. So, while it may look like I'm executing this pretty well, I'm losing fractions of a second all over the place. That's gonna get me hit, yep. I didn't bait him over enough. I'm losing fractions of a second anytime I hit a corner, a wall, and that just adds up. So it's really easy to just lose seconds in water levels without looking like you're really playing that poorly.
Yeah, this is a level, you know, because
Right
most runs
there.
go right, your movements are like kind of set in place. This is the level where you have to put like 1,000 hours into it to feel like you're on like the highest level of this game with the voids and the waffles and everyone else of this series.
You say that, Universal Giant, those fractions like really do add up to seconds. Like really fast.
That's speedrunning for you. Oh. All All right, going into, so we're 2 for 2 on first try wrong warps. Going into this one, this is one of the newer wrong warps, and by newer, I mean like a couple years old. It's a throw your girlfriend version of wrong warping. I have no idea how this works, but
I don't either.
basically halfway through this level, we can just cut out the rest of it. Gotta get our boyfriend back real quick. That's okay. Generally, he wants to be Diddy throughout most of this run. Diddy runs faster and has a little more momentum behind it due to it. All right, so coming up on the wrong warp. We need to bait this idiot over.
3 for 3.
Oh, baby. Again, guys, both Supreme and I will be donating $5 each per first try wrong warp. So it's already 15 for each of us. Anybody wants to join us in that, even if it's $1, maybe you can do $2, maybe $10 if you got a lot of money on you. Hey, it's all going to a good cause. These are 3 amazing speedrunners we're bringing over. Now, what is truly amazing, though, is this level.
Oh, yeah, amazing is a really good word to use for it. Radley has some of the more questionable hurt boxes in video games.
Yup.
I'm hopefully not taking damage in this level. That's like the goal, but I can't really guarantee it because sometimes you just get a slightly off bounce and it looks like you've hit him cleanly, but you take the damage instead.
Real strong up through the checkpoint, though. Got some of the more difficult stuff coming up here pretty soon. He wants to make sure at some points he doesn't try to go too far. Otherwise, the screen scrolls in a very awkward way, and it actually can, like, stunt his movement a little bit. But big thing with Ratley, this is the only level where we're having horizontal movement with him. He moves faster in the air than on the ground.
Very clean, very clean.
Yeah, beautiful rattle mouth.
Okay, this is the one. If I miss this one, I'm gonna be really sad. I'm just gonna say it.
Last time I did this in a marathon, I missed this, and if he misses this, what's scary about it is he's going to be losing a ton of time. He basically has to play the whole level after that.
There's no
Setting
retrying
up
it.
for another super jump damage boost right here. Gonna jump up, bonk Diddy's head on the beetle, and you. Which conveniently puts you right next to another barrel. And now here's the setup for the wrong warp. You're gonna try to bait these beetles over, get the invis barrel in Dixie's hair.
Oh my gosh! I almost screwed that up.
Oh, I didn't know because I'm on a delay. Okay, so he was about 1 actual frame from landing in the barrel. So 4 for 4, ladies and gentlemen.
Jeez.
Supreme, keeping it cool. Yeah, there's so much that, like, you can't really understand when you're gonna miss or, like, you're off just a little bit on wrong warps until you run the game yourself. It's insane. For here in Bramble Blast, he's taking an intentional damage boost right there, actually, to just skip over a big chunk of this barrel maze. Want to skip over those as much as possible. And I was going to be setting up for another shot. We're going to be going for Vine Clip here pretty soon. Has to throw his girlfriend at the right spot off of this clap trap, and then off of that he can clip through the, see if he hits it.
No, I did not throw the correct direction, but we'll do the backup.
Yo, the backup, this is what I just go for. I don't even know. Yeah, going for another damage boost here. Just team throw up, take the damage, and that skips over a very long maze that probably literally no speedrunner of DKC2 actually knows how to go through.
All right, so this fight is not very interesting. There's not much tech to it. If there's donations, if you want to donate, please do so now. We have a minute and a half.
Absolutely. We do have a donation from Lyrical, who donated $25 with no message. Lyrical, thank you so much for the donation.
You know, shout outs to Lyrical. That was like the longest 6 seconds or however long that is of my life. I felt like forever for him to come back down.
Yeah, he progressively comes down a little faster, but yeah, and so obviously the only thing you really don't want to do here on this fight, because you can consistently stand in front of that like yellowish flower in the background and just throw from there pretty safely. You just want to make sure you don't throw it too early, because if he hasn't fully landed, he'll bat it away and you go through a whole nother cycle. It sucks.
Yeah, the Donkey Kong series has a lot of abusing your friends, but they willingly do it. They understand the greater cause. Oh, that was weird.
I mean, go watch the DKC1 credits. It's literally Donkey and Diddy just beating the crap
out of each other. Donate to get this dude to not skip leg day. I know.
Oh man, those yellow jump pants though.
Yeah, you're a big fan of the yellow pants, aren't you?
Yeah, the yellow pants are pretty good, dude. I had never worn yellow until Nukes got me to start wearing them this year. I actually look good in yellow. It looks good, so I'll take it. That mustard works pretty well. GG on taking down third boss.
Yeah.
It's good when you can get through it without falling asleep.
Yeah, I know.
And no extra cycles. Now we go into, this is one of my favorite worlds in the game casually and as a speed run. I think this level's super cool, Hornet Hole. First of the B levels. Big thing that Supreme's gonna have to work with. Obviously, we have Mega Man fans here in the chat, I'm sure. Any of you familiar with like Mega Man X wall jumps? These are not Mega Man X wall jumps. You have to jump out and away from the wall to really get off of the honey. The honey's very sticky, including the honey that's on the ground. Now we'll be picking up Squitter right here, or Shoes, whatever you prefer, off that game.
We'll just grab that.
And we're gonna be going for a scrolly scroll right here, where basically the game's gonna think Supreme is on the spider, the hook, and the web all at the same time, which locks the camera in a weird way and lets him do this. Beautiful stuff with the up throw there to fully clear all the bees. Straight jumping up, picking back up your boyfriend.
All right. I do like Mega Man X. It's a great game. And then you see me do this a few times. That's called a goal swap. It's your partner has a certain flag basically attached to their height, and if their flag value is high enough, when you swap, it's like they're coming down and hitting the target as if you were just jumping on it normally. So that's a cute little tech that allows us to make some good swaps and put preferred Kongs in front.
And also just cut out, the little bit of animation of having to jump up in the air and land on it. So here we have the first of three. Obviously, the minecart level's a staple of the DKC series. We got the first of three effectively minecart levels, although we're on these little skull carts, I guess. Yeah, there's not too much going on in this level. There's a few places he obviously wants to optimize just jumping on the next cart as well as he can. You can bounce off these flitters or little dragonflies, cutting those out when you can. But for the most part, it's just get through the level. There's not too much going on in this one.
Speaking of skipping flitters, there's one.
Yep. Yeah, there's two optimally you can do here. You can just completely jump over that one. And there'll be another one coming up here where there's two of them, and you want to bounce off the butt, the very far tip of the first
one, yeah.
flitter.
Bonus coin for you guys for being such a great audience.
Oh baby. And you guys who enjoy Supreme's speedrunning skills, he'll also be back later this week with Octopath Traveler. I didn't know you ran that game.
Yeah, I learned it for a 12-hour challenge, and I really enjoyed it. So once it came back out on PC, I kind of picked it up again. But yeah, it's a fun, cute little game. It's like the perfect short RPG.
It's only like an hour, right?
Yeah, yeah. The longest run, I think. The longest character run is an hour, like 5 minutes.
All right, we're 4 for 4 on Wrong Warps. This is probably the most infamous level in DKC2, Bramble Scramble. He's going to be setting up for another Wrong Warp right here. Okay, he's got to be very specific with this climb he just had.
Good. All right, if I got the IDs right, then we're good. 5 for 5.
Beautiful clash right there. Hey. I'll take first try Bramble Scramble any day of the week.
Yeah, that was good stuff.
Yeah, going here immediately into the second of the 3 auto-scrollers, so that's the one thing that's a little unfortunate about Bramble Scramble's Wrong Warp. If you hit it first try, you just feel like you're on a long minecart level, just a really long
Yup.
This one is a little bit scary, though. It's the only level in the game that doesn't have a checkpoint. You just go the whole time. And because he used that zipper at the beginning, he goes really, really fast. So... big thing you want to avoid, he's going to be jumping down some slopes. Mainly wants to avoid the second place guy. You're in a race. Second place guy, he's douche.
The next big slope is the one I definitely want to jump down. Not that one. Because second place guy, if you're just going normally and you bump him the first try, you jump right into that pit right there. But by getting the little bit of a boost you get from jumping down the slope, you can bump him safely without falling into the pit.
Yeah, because as you can imagine, it's like, oh, it's an auto-scroller. You're taking death here. That's a good, like, minute loss if you do it, say, on second place guy. So,
Yeah. I won! I won the race.
Mudhole Marsh.
Mudhole Marsh.
This is Manhole, some people will call this. It is a probably one of the hardest levels in the entire run. Lots of crazy platforming you're to see here from Supreme. Lots of crazy combos you have to work with, chain bouncing and avoiding all these enemies. And a wrong warp that's very difficult at the end.
Yeah, this level has a little bit of everything. It's pretty much the DKC2 experience in one level.
Yeah, gotta wait on these hooks right here. Yeah, he's gonna be coming up pretty soon on a cannonball that he's gonna want to pick up. Nice utilizing that invincibility right there to get through all those eagles. But yeah, he'll have a cannonball coming up soon. Again, there will be an intended bonus barrel that he could put in, or a bonus cannon. But instead, he's going to mess with a bunch of beetles on the side of the screen, try to clash them together, get the correct IDs, which is just stuff that is on the screen. You have to scroll them on in a very correct way, and then jump in the barrel and hopefully be able to clear it.
This is the scary one to try and get. No way! I didn't get it. I'm so... You know, I know what I did wrong. I know what I did wrong, unfortunately.
I'll say, did the flower come off screen?
No, I moved too fast before loading the second beetle, or the third beetle. This is probably the second trickiest one in the game to get, so missing that one's fine. I did it again, I think.
Well, it's a good thing I'm donating $10 for every second try we get, and
Well,
15 for every third try.
Uh-oh. I didn't agree to that, but we'll see.
No, I said I did. I didn't say you did.
Alright, well, I'm gonna keep doing this. I could just beat the level, but I want to get this as a point of pride. You know how it be.
But I say, at a certain point, the wrong warps, I don't think I've ever seen anyone in a marathon run just nail, like, every single wrong warp in the game. And Supreme's going
No,
for all but one.
that's fine. We'll just finish the level. I should have just gone back to the old setup after I missed it the first time.
Yeah, I'm not terribly familiar with that new setup, but it does save about a second.
About a second. The danger is what just happened there is you get awfully close to that beetle, and you don't have a lot of time to prep your throw. Pride destroyed. Yeah, I know, Coxie. Marathon nerves. We got two more.
Thankfully one of the levels that if you do bail on the wrong warp, it's the shortest level after
Yeah, because it goes so far into the level that it's not that long to complete.
Yeah, I think optimally you only save maybe like 10 seconds going for it. So, but here we are going for, let's see what kind of, yeah, I'm actually not sure which strat you go for here. We're going for the big boy. Oh, yeah.
I'm surprised that worked. It felt like I didn't actually get up off the ground.
Yeah, that one can be a little wonky. The big boy technique that we talked about right there, basically if you can maximize the distance away an enemy is, team up and then throw your partner at them, when it comes back, you can jump out of that and effectively give yourself a double jump of sorts. So that allowed him to skip over. It might look like a mundane little skip. That skipped over like half the level.
Yeah, definitely half the Kong part of the level, for sure.
Right. And thankfully the Rambi part of the level, as crazy, I want to pull back the curtain here, as crazy and cool as this looks from Supreme, anybody can do this part.
Sometimes you just bounce off the bee.
Face the bees very perfectly.
Alright, bee time.
Alright, there'll be no RNG in this boss fight whatsoever, but you just want to try to optimize hitting that stinger as often as you can, as soon as the iframes wear out. So, if you move very specifically and you bait him correctly, and you have no mistakes, you can have the exact same fight every time.
All these positions are very intentional.
Yo, very nice.
Yeah.
Look at that was close to first frame hit right there.
Woo! I always miss the last bee.
I do too. It has to have the entire extra rotation.
Whoa, he dipped on me. What a juke.
What a juker. Oh, there it is. Alright, so overall, like, a lot of really solid stuff there in World 4. Now going on to World 5. This is actually the only world, like, kind of full world in the run that doesn't involve a wrong warp. Just 5, for the most part, pretty difficult levels right here. Starting off with one of the best tracks in the game. I can say that about a lot of tracks, though. But Forest Interlude, great track.
Yeah, so it turns out there's actually, I think it's Gusty that has a wrong warp, but the amount of time spent setting up the wrong warp, like, outweighs the time it actually just takes to finish the rest of the level from the point you can do it.
I was gonna say, is it even, like, task viable?
Yeah, it's task only right now, I think.
Like, it would save time for a task.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to say there was also one they found maybe for, like, Web Woods. The
Yeah,
last level
I
here.
can't remember. It was one of those 2 levels had it, and I can't remember if it was... Nope, that's fine. If it was Gusty or Web. Oh, that's not fine. I was too high on the rope. That's fine.
There's some time to squeeze in some donations.
Yeah, I just died, so go for it.
All right, sounds good. So we have a donation from Original Name 2, who donated $20 towards the Mega Man X 100% run. Thank you, Original Name 2.
Oh.
Got a donation from Saba, who donated $34.99, who says, not even a 35, dude. This goes for Dawn and Turtles in Time. And finally, we have one more from Cole Tahoe, who donated $50. Cool stuff. Keep it up. Let's see an extra Bowser fight in Odyssey. Thank you all for the donations, guys. Appreciate it.
Perfect timing. Next level. You know, it's funny you make that joke, Fayu. The last grub I needed in Hollow Knight was, in fact, in the Hive. So, well-timed joke there.
Oh, you got all the grubs?
Yeah, I went and did that after I finished.
We're talking about this because we're in an auto-scroller. I don't even care. Dude, isn't Hollow Knight so good?
Dude, I love that game so much.
Holy crap. One of my, like, 3 favorite casuals of the last 5 years. It's
Yep.
actually so good.
It's definitely my favorite of the Metroidvania genre.
Yeah, the combat's extremely satisfying. I'm gonna take it. Yeah, throw down your money here for this great event. But after you get your money back on the next payday, go buy Hollow Knight, because it's really good. Yeah, I think people call this Tupac's Library. Yeah, there's not a lot going on. It's the final auto-scroller of the run. At least that we're going to let auto-scroll us.
Yeah, you jump over barrels. Sometimes you can hit the barrels. It's fine. You jump up and down slopes. That's really the extent of it. Oh, I hit that barrel. That sucks. Not a big deal. I'm going to be fine. Look at that. I hit 3 seconds.
There's little instances where you actually want to optimize jumping. You actually want to jump less, from what I understand, in a level like this. But yeah, yo, the 1B jump.
Yeah, freaking Haunted Hall
I'm
B.
always playing on Jay.
Yeah, there's a second B on the English version, and he's also a pain to jump over. Every Donkey Kong Country game has to have one B that's more obscenely difficult to jump over than all the rest for no apparent reason.
Oop. Yeah, there's very, very random little differences. I want to say there might be like an extra B in like a different level, maybe like Bramble Scramble as well. But yeah, like in terms of the any % run, that B is the only difference between American and Japanese. All right, going into these next 3 levels are extremely difficult. Starting off with Gusty Glade right here. As you guys can probably already tell, there's wind mechanics, and they're not so much based on timers as much as position of the camera. There are a couple times where he's gonna have to wait them out. These pillars are definitely scary that he just got past. So
yeah, they can like the edges can vacuum seal you to them, and then you just die.
So Supreme just, for the most part, you have to just be very confident in your strats right here.
Jeez. That barrel and then rolling past those cutlasses is like the scariest part of this level to me.
Yeah, because you want to hold Y in this game to constantly be running. Y is also the button that picks up like barrels and stuff. So that can be terrifying. Nice up throw into the barrel right there that actually sets it up for him to be able to get a goal swap at the end.
That's correct, right here. Yeah, there we go. That was weird, but cool.
Really nice Gussie right there. Now going into Parachute Panic PCP. This is one of, I think, the coolest speedrun levels in all of speedrunning. The level wants you to utilize these purple parrots, these purple squawks, to lower yourself slowly down through the level. Supreme's just going to drop down the entire level and have it all memorized. Utilizing when he needs to jump off the bird, when he needs to take a few calculated damage boosts, and when to throw in just little bits of Dixie's hover in order to just land.
Shout out to Christmas. Shout out to Midpoint Parrot. Let's go. Got it memorized. Oh, that's fine. So you had to hop pretty quick there in order to not take damage, and I was just like a frame off. But that's not a big deal.
You get like one thing to buffer it, but thankfully, ooh.
Yeah, that was cute, wasn't that?
Hovering down here just to avoid a bad no bonk for Diddy, because you want the bonk to send him down faster. But yeah, overall, really strong Parachute Panic right there. But it does not let up. Now we go into Web Woods. Web Woods is, for a lot of people, the hardest level in the run that you have to do. We're going to be controlling our boy Squitter the Spider here after the first screen. And you got to, all of a sudden, this game becomes a little bit like it's its own Mega Man run. We got to run, we got to jump, and we got to shoot. The webs that you shoot out can both be ammo to like kill enemies and stop targets coming at you. They can also, if you press L and R on the same frame, it can put a web platform underneath you. So Supreme's going to be trying to move very quickly through here. You can also angle your web shots on top of that. So there's so much going on in this level. You're going to be going through over these death-defying pits all over the place. Rather death-defying that you're going over the bottomless pits. Getting here just to the checkpoint where we have a ton of level to go. Gonna be utilizing some damage boosts as well, taking damage, which gives you that auto jump, and then as you move up into the top right of the screen, you'll just be creating basically steps that he's gonna be getting on.
Okay, there we go. I was one off of where it was.
Yeah, you can see if everything doesn't flow together very nicely, Supreme does need to take a second just to make sure
that's fine.
Everything's where it needs to be.
Whoa! Where did my web just went through him?
Ooh, yeah. I think one was a little low and one got eaten by his cannonball.
Oh my gosh.
It's all right. Last time I did a marathon run of this, I died like 5 times. Supreme's still gonna do better than that.
All right, we're just gonna play this a little bit safe now. That was unfortunate.
Yeah, so you can see the difference in speed when you try to run through the entire thing. Because, yeah, just sitting there, the first time you play this, you'll create a platform, you'll jump onto it, you'll create a platform, you'll jump onto it. Yeah, there's a lot of terrifying strats that you got to go for in this level. Definitely a major reset point. Kills a ton of runs late.
All right, we're not gonna do the scarier damage boost. We're just gonna make platforms one on top of the other. That's what we're gonna do. Sometimes this game just auto creates your platform for you, and it's very frustrating. And that happened about 3 times right there.
Yeah, it's a little awkward what this game checks for. Sometimes you want webs on screen that'll allow you to make a different web. It's very, very awkward.
All I wanted was the platform slightly past that B, and it was just not gonna give it to me.
It would not make it. UA GG on the Web Woods. Only 1 death. Hey, you still beat me by multiple minutes on my last run. Now it's time for Crow 2, probably the second.
Oh my god, what did I say? What did I say, Spike, when I was practicing this?
Left? No. So the barrels can spawn either on the left, the mid, or the right. You obviously want them to spawn right next to where he is, so you can just kind of jump up and insert them into the bottom of them. Unfortunately, that's already 1 left. That can cost you a couple seconds by itself.
My god, no. Oh. Why, game?
No, dude. Left.
Oh, hello? Oh, that's fine.
This one, because you kind of gotta wait a little bit. He's also trying to make sure he throws up and catches these hooks as soon as they spawn in. Yeah, I thought you actually timed that correctly there. That was weird.
I know, right?
All right, 1 more chance.
Oh, thank God. Of all the ones to get right.
Yeah, it's nice to have this one. Otherwise, you gotta wait a little while.
Yeah. So, like I said earlier, we swapped to Dixie here because the jam is much quicker than the Diddy rap.
All right, going in here into the final major world, the final stretch of the run. This one goes real fast. We're here in World 6. Can be starting off with Arctic Abyss. And this level can be kind of in a similar way to Ratley, to Rattle Battle much earlier. This is, without a doubt, the worst edition of Ungard in all of Donkey Kong Country.
No joke.
Might be worse than the DK64 rendition of it, honestly. Also, shouts to the DKC series turning 25 this year. His birthday coming up here in just a couple weeks. Yeah, mostly he wants to just be in the charge as much as he can, but the hitbox of Ungard is absolutely terrible. Compared to DKC3, where it's just like, if it's in the ballpark, you get priority. It's great.
There's like literally 2 frames of the clam enemies opening and closing their shells that can hurt Ungard in his charge, and that's it. That's it. That's literally it.
Supreme handling this level pretty well, though.
Yeah, that.
Able to get that descent right there, able to keep near the bottom. Let's see if we can avoid any fanfare right here.
That was close. That was
a little
weird.
weird how you want to do this. You kind of want to go down, reload it, and then you want to get on that at a specific time to avoid any of the fanfare. Best track in video games.
This is Mining Melancholy, right?
God, it's so good. What's your favorite DKC2 track, Supreme? There's a lot of good ones to pick from.
I think it's in a snowbound land.
Dude, we only hear it in 2 levels.
I know.
That's why 102 is good. You get 1 extra instance of it.
At least that level you get to fully play. There's no shenanigans to it. No big skip shenanigans.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this level mainly Supreme's just trying to optimize floating up, obviously, as soon as he can. There is a damage boost he's going for right now. Yeah, has to make sure he takes damage relatively high off that B back there, so that in the auto jump it gives to Diddy, it blasts him up into the next section, saving him probably 5, 6, 7 seconds right there.
No, that is not good. Do not do that. I do not want to lose a Kong here. I will lose a lot of time if I lose a Kong here. But
yeah, there is a very aggressive but scary strat you can go for right there called the Ghetto Bees, where you actually go under the first 2 of those in one go. It saves like very small amount of time, and if you miss it, as you can imagine, you take damage, you lose a Kong, and he needs both Kongs going into the next level, so you'd have to lose 10 or so seconds going back to the previous level. So
all right, here's our newest wrong warp. I'm gonna make sure my hands are nice and dry and not Andy sweaty.
This one's about a year or so old, maybe a little older than that now, but yeah, Castle Crush Wrong Warp. This level always had a big skip for it. It's like a 25-minute auto scroller. I'm pretty sure I'm accurate about that. Let's give him some serious time, see if he gets it.
Yes! 6 for 7.
Woo!
Big one to get. Big one to get.
Deep. We have no idea why that works. But for whatever reason, if you bait that Cutlass correctly and then come out of the Rambi barrel on top of him, if you time it all correctly, and there's a lot of very specific setup to it, a lot of visual cues, if you nail all of it, then bam, you skip the last 24 minutes of that auto scroll.
By the way, fun, scary thing I probably should have admitted to people before. Okay, we'll see later in guard. If you mess it up badly enough, you can hard lock your game.
Oh, yeah, I've done that. I was trying to learn it. Yeah, that is not a trivial wrong warp whatsoever. Swapping to Diddy back there when he was coming out of the water. Again, Diddy's just faster, and he's going to want to throw his girlfriend. The original throw your
Oh! I threw up. That's going to make this very fascinating. I've never played the end of Dixie with Dixie before.
Yeah, these can be the scariest times sometimes in speedrunning when you're just thrown into a situation you're not used to. I say, thankfully, Dixie's pretty short, so she can fit underneath those bees.
Huh. Fascinating mistake.
Yeah, the goal was, for anyone wondering back there, it's off screen, so you couldn't really tell. There was an invisible invincibility barrel that he could go for, to where he could have just ran through all that stuff at the end. But no big deal. One more wrong warp here. We got chain link.
If I get this one, man, first try, it's gonna be a miracle. This one's a pain in the butt.
Yeah. This is one of those, like, you're getting it right at the beginning of the level. It's a very long level otherwise. Again, you got to make sure he breaks this barrel, gets that camo, and falls down a specific
Oh
spot.
my gosh, 7 for 8.
Let's go.
7 out of 8.
I was worried that was a little too far left. I wasn't
Same.
sure. Again, there's a lot of specifics. I mean, I don't want to pretend like we're trying to give you guys a tutorial on how wrong warps work, but there's so much that go into them that you don't realize so you're doing it yourself. But here's Ratley. We're going for Ratley double jumps today, my dude.
No, that's
okay. I didn't know if you were the same as me, and it's like we charge him up a few times.
that's the big tech that I do not do that everybody else does. That's like when I get a little bit better at the game. We'll do that. Toxic Tower is a really scary level. Not the time to be testing out new strats you don't know that well.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm the same way. This is basically, there's just ways you can get double jumps with Ratley, but it's like you have to hit 2 frames, one away from each other. It's very difficult.
That damage boost doesn't matter because I'm gonna get a Kong here very shortly.
Yeah. Basically a small animal antics of sorts you're getting right here in Toxic Tower. We have a Ratley section, we got a Squawk section, and I guess a Squitter section, sure.
A section.
Section.
I'm gonna take this safety path here because otherwise you damage boost and I prefer to have the extra hit just in case. Marathon safety and all.
That's another strat that saves probably like half a second, I would guess.
That's not that much time at all.
It's not even that, yeah.
If I got time real quickly, I just want to plug a bonus incentive coming up real quick in about 2 hours. We have a bonus incentive for the Untitled Goose game, an extra game added to the schedule. The goal of that is $200. You want to see that game in the marathon, make sure to get those donations in and put it towards Untitled Goose.
Yes, that's a good one. You want to see that. All right, pretty decent Toxic for not doing the double jumps. All right, 2 levels left, or 1 level and a boss left. This is not the boss, unless you're playing the Game Boy version. In which case,
oh yeah, I forgot.
In which case, turn off your Game Boy Advance and put in your SNES and play the actual version of the game, please.
Oh, I thought we were talking about Donkey Kong Land 2.
No.
I didn't know they put an actual boss.
Yeah, they put an actual boss. It's like this gigantic orange Kremling that holds cleavers in his hand, like the sword boss cleaver.
What?
Yeah, it's really weird. Oh, hey, I have Dixie. I don't need to do that. Alright, we're gonna despawn that guy. So I'm doing a little bit of camera manipulation here in a few spots to get the Cat O' Ninetails to be sitting down so they don't try to spin me. So just like that.
Yeah, it sort of re-scrolls the camera, and then you have full speed going backwards, so once they spawn back in, they won't be already standing up and waiting to mess with you.
Alright, we skip Screech.
Yeah, sorry. One of the best tracks in the game that we do not hear in the speedrun.
No, Kerosene's the World 6 boss. He's there by default.
Yeah, again, having really good movement here has to
Ooh,
be sure
that's fine.
Without bees, hopefully without stopping too much each time.
I just had to play this ending a little bit safe. But it's fine because
Pretty common to lose one of your hits right back there.
I do this anyways. Okay, there we go. Don't hug the right wall. Don't hug the right wall. That's where you get in trouble. Alright, other than that little mishap, pretty darn good Screeches.
Very solid.
He can't hear the music, Tarek, so I couldn't get him to Durka.
And here we are on the final boss of the run. Hope you guys have enjoyed this speed run. Great job by Supreme. Again, we got 7 out of 8 first tried wrong warps. No second, third, or fourth tries, so I guess I'm just owing the 7. Again, so that'll be $35 for each of us. Again, anybody want to throw in on those, feel free to throw down your donations. Let's see what that donate link looks like.
Yeah, if you have a donation or two, there's really only one other comment I need to make. This boss is like basically an auto-scroller, just don't get hit.
Speaking of donations, we got one from Coxico who donated $90.
Yo,
Congrats,
my girl.
God Gamer Supreme. Take my money, $50 plus 5 for every first try wrong morb. Excited to help get our international runners over. Let's get Goose Game going.
Yeah, you know, Faye, that's what I got. All right.
Also, is there an incentive for Mega Man X? I know that's coming up at some point.
There is for Mega Man X 100%.
Oh, well, let's put it towards that.
Also, very quickly, Casio Third donated $10. We only got 7 warps, but this run was certainly a 10 towards Untitled Goose Game incentive. Thank you, Casio.
Yeah, this is really exhilarating right here.
It's always a little bit of a bummer that we have to end on our dude right here for the end of the run. It is the longest level in the split, in the run as well. Mainly, like, your optimizations, you're just trying to get the cannonball into the blunderbuss.
All right.
Can't believe that's the name of a real gun.
For being a lovely crowd, here you go.
Yo, let's go. Blue Diddy. Blue Dixie. Let's go. So this smoke that hits you, this actually wastes a lot of time, but you got
Yeah, it sure does.
It's a staple. What this is supposed to do is reverse your controls.
That's purple. This one,
that's purple.
this
Yeah,
one just
blue
freezes
is-
you. It just freezes you.
It just freezes you. Okay. Yeah, you can actually do the same thing with the red and or the purple, but yeah. You said do this, and you just have the color on you the rest of the fight.
So you can jump in between these, but you know, I lose about half a second to do this throw, and it keeps me from getting my controls reversed. Whoa! I was holding down. That's unfortunate. This is very spicy now.
All right. You got this. Yeah, we are on the final hit. They're doing a good job of baiting him away.
All right, we're good. Just don't get hit by this ball. All right, and that is time. That was probably pretty rough, but should still be underestimate.
And GG, my dude.
GG's.
All right.
Hey, about to say, nail 7 out of 8 wrong warps. The other one was probably where a lot of your time was lost.
Yeah. There was the Cleaver death, which was bizarre. The Webwoods death, and then the
Had one in 5-1, whatever it's called, forest level.
yeah, I guess Ghostly Grove, yeah.
Ghostly Grove, yeah.
But solid run execution wise for the most part. Just a few unfortunate mishaps.